my kids are all at home. And what really made me start thinking about housing is I had a stroke in 2018. And the thought of what's going to happen to my babies if something happens to me. So the reality of what was going on hit me right in the face, and it scared them as well. Then we started, once I recovered and started having conversations of, well, what does housing look like for them? I think maybe we go and we get an apartment and let them share, and this is going to work. But then who's that person that's going to come and check on them? Who is going to make sure that the bills get paid? My oldest, sweetheart, but if you give her money, Jazz, go inside and buy yourself some peppermint. And then she gets to the register and the lady asks, is that everything? Did you find everything? And my daughter doesn't understand what to do. So then she keeps adding stuff. Then she keeps adding stuff because the lady keeps asking her. Then she calls me, Mom, I don't have enough money, because she doesn't understand the concept.
When my son was 6 months of age, he contracted spinal meningitis. Out of that, I became his private advocacy because I'm mama, and I'm Mama Bear. When he turned about 18, he said, Ma, I want to live on my own. Well, that was okay, because I realized that at some point in time, if something happened to me, by him being my only child, that he needed somewhere to go. This is just not an elderly problem or homeless problem. It's a disability problem all around. And so one of the things that our disability organization was tasked with was to find out ways that we could intervene and help, and just sound the alarm of knowledge and understanding of how this affects their population. Because a lot of people are in the shadows, a lot of people don't want to admit that they have a problem with housing. So it's very important that we as human beings first, it's important as we as citizens also come alongside these populations to help them find accessible and affordable housing.
As in any issue that we face as a city, the voices of our residents are paramount. We need people to be actively engaged in this issue and any other issue they care about. And one of the reasons that people move to College Park in the first place is because it's such a great community. We take care of each other, we support each other, and we're uniquely positioned, both geographically and just as our group of 13,930 people to really be a superstar on the map. And so when residents speak up about the issues they care about, we listen. So I would encourage residents to make sure that they're reaching out to their elected officials to let them know how passionate they are about this issue.
How can community help? They can help by watching your city council person, talking with them, working with them. This is not a one person's problem. This is a community problem. And how we get through this affordable housing is that we have to work together. We can no longer work in silos. We have to work with our grassroots organizations, with the NAACPs, with Joseph Lowry Group, the People's Agenda, Stacey Abrams Group, New Georgia Projects, all of us, Georgia Stand Up, all of these grassroots organizations that are on the ground, the city municipalities, we have to work together. But you also have to ring the bell too, community. You have to call us and let us know what you're going through to see how we can help you with resources to make sure that we understand your needs and we're able to help meet your needs.
How we got to East Point? Okay. We got to East Point because we bought some property. And the property, let's see. We were landlocked. You know what landlocked means? Okay. It means we couldn't do anything. So we went to visit. We sat down and we talked. And he originally was going to deal with Atlanta Christian College. That was his plan. But when we talked to him, we said we wanted to actually develop this property. And I know he knew we were sincere. He knew that we were, we're trying to do something good. And he thought about it. And he eventually, in short order really, sold us the land. And with that, we built McCoy Place. If I can, which is my slogan, if I can, you can. And if you can, we can. And if we pull together and all of us sort of on the same page, we can make a whole lot of things happen.